Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, seems like I'm coming through. Just changing a few settings here. Alright. Third stream in a row. That is a record for me. I do not stream at all. Usually. But I figured it would be a good time to record some videos on doing the missions for the storybooks, since it's the 20th anniversary event, just so I have some recordings on it in the background. I might use it as some content in future videos, but we'll see. You might as well stream it live for everyone. Just gonna wait another minute here and then we'll get started. Alright. So, welcome everyone. Like I said before, this is the third stream in a row that I'm doing this. It's the 20th anniversary of Guild Wars 1, and as part of the 20th anniversary, they released that update that added some new content to the game, a little bit of somewhat new content. There's obviously those mods which could change how some speed clears particularly work, and maybe some hero builds as well. I've talked about that on previous days before. And then the other big thing are the miniatures. So in Embark Beach, you can go and talk to Maurice Sworn to Seas, and there's a bunch of missions that you could grab from her. And for each of these missions, the reward for completing them is getting one of those very exclusive miniatures, or previously exclusive miniatures, such as Miniature Canoxai, Grey Giant, Island Guardian, etc. You know, they were extremely rare. They were given out as promotions and given out as awards, as contest winners, things of that nature. Some of them, there were maybe only a few dozen ever released. So during this update, they made these available to everyone, and you have to complete these missions. Half of them are for, you basically just complete the Deep, Urgo's Warren, Domain of Anguish, the Underworld, Fissure of Woe, you know, those elite dungeons. That's about half of them. The other half are for completing the storybooks, which is what I'm doing on these streams. So, catching everyone up. Last week, I kind of did this on my own, and I did the Flame Seekers prophecies. So basically, all the prophecies missions in hard mode. And once I exchange this this storybook in, I should get the miniature for it. And then last night, we completed the factions campaign. So blew through all those missions relatively quickly, and worked on them a little bit earlier this week as well. And then for tonight, we're gonna continue on through the Nightfall's storybook. So I'm gonna play through Nightfall a bit. We did get pretty far yesterday, up to mission 8, Zagnor's Bastion. No idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So we'll just continue on. I think the next mission is Dasha Vestibule. And we'll go over to there. Gotta travel to Commandant first. And then, where is this guy? There it is. Alright, so as normal with the Nightfall missions, is it this guy? Yeah. The Nightfall missions, you have to take a specific hero with you, and I honestly forget what hero you have to bring for this one. Where's Sarah? Oh, Margaret. Okay, we gotta bring Margaret. So, I'm gonna bring my Mesmers first for some damage. Margaret's the ranger, right? Where'd you go? Yep. Ranger, and I got nothing really interesting on her. Barrage. Item. Got a bow at least. Well, hopefully that build won't really matter. So, we'll start the mission. Alright. It has been a minute since I've played this mission. Pretty much all the factions, or Nightfall missions, actually. It's been quite a while. They sometimes pop up as Zation missions. Whoops, not paying attention. But I typically don't do the Zation missions, or at least I haven't had the motivation to. So I often skip over these, which is why I haven't played them in a little bit. Oh, can you join the group? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Hello, Danny. Yeah, the game store may be on the next one. I'll add you in. And I am lost already. Oh, shoot. Yep. No, you're right. Why am I not in hard mode? That's the whole point of this. Thank you so much. Jeez. Hard mode. Selected. Okay, the game store, are you online right now? Currently at the Dasha Vestibule. Give you a minute. Yeah, no, thanks for the catch. Jeez, the whole point of this was hard mode. Yeah, completing those storybooks, as I was saying. Those missions, the storybooks have to be in hard mode, so it's not exactly accessible to new players yet. Or relatively new players who don't have access to hard mode. These missions are sort of meant as an endgame challenge, and I think it's a great way to do it for those of us who are veterans of the game and have been playing it for quite a long time. So I don't want to take too long here. Alright, just continue on then. Yeah, thanks for the catch again. Alright, round 2. Yeah, that's a question I wasn't too sure about how to answer. Whether these new miniature quests are... they're definitely permanent to the game, but I wasn't 100% sure if they were anniversary missions. Like, if the missions are only available during the anniversary events. I'd imagine that they're available all year round. But wasn't 100% positive. But I think that's the case. Pretty sure that's the case. And these guys are coming up from behind me. Why am I burning? Yeah, that's what I did too. Just in case they are not, the quests are not available during the majority of the year, or the entire year, I grabbed all of them anyway on all of my characters, just in case. I remember these roaring ethers being a pain in the butt. Yeah, mesmers, interrupt, e-surge. Oh boy. These things are just destroying me. The heck? Oh, I missed a roaring ether. Okay. Yep, I remember those being an issue. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, the missions, about half of them are the elite missions. I tend to do speed clears in all of them anyway, but just focusing on the normal story missions first. I'll get to the speed clear missions eventually. I mean, as teams form in the guilds and the alliances, I'll join them. I'm pretty sure I know most of the roles already. It's just I'm probably a bit rusty since I haven't done them in about a year or so. I haven't really played seriously in about a year and a half-ish. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to pull. Do I go right or left, or does it matter? Don't think it matters. Let's not do that again. Where is Sandra? Let's precast some spirits. Armor up. My spirits are dead. Jeez, am I gonna get spiked again? Oh, and they have Resurrection Signet? Oh, that is annoying. Oh my god, this mission sucks in hard mode. I'm gonna have to pop a concept. Yeah, I think my mesmers are getting rupted by the their mesmers. Those roaring ethers. Okay. We're gonna do a Legionnaire. Get a concept going here. Might as well. missed the PI on that one. Ruby key. I just forget how this mission works exactly. Okay. Are they set to aggressive or I forget actually. They're all set to guard. Oops. Where am I going? Don't I have to go over here or something? PI that roaring ether. Get rid of that guy. Damn it, he got the resurrection signal. Keep doing the resurrection signal. Plowed through them pretty quickly. Am I forgetting something? I thought I'm supposed to run that way. Like I said before, it's been quite a long time since I've done this mission. Did I run up the wrong path, maybe? Ah, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, have to go this way. Am I going to get caught in these traps? My Jinn's roaring ethers over there on the right. There's this guy coming. Let's kill this guy. Haha, PI'd him to death. Oh, that's the diamond chest. I got the ruby key. Forget the order of this. Jeez. I gotta go all the way back and up over here. Guess another reason to pop the essence is to run a bit faster too. And they all got caught. Come on. Huh. Guess this isn't open yet. Am I missing how to do this mission? The center is closed. Seems like the right is closed. Was I supposed to go up to the door? It's been so long since I've done this mission. Kill everything, I guess. Divine Guardians. Oh. This guy. Guess I can't go there. Yep, that guy. Diamond key. There we go. Ooh, a dervish tome. Don't see those too often. Trevor of... One of 3 treasures found. Okay. I'm pretty sure these guys are the bonus. But since we're just doing storybooks, we don't need to do the bonus. It's completing the hard mode of the storybooks. As long as you complete the missions in hard mode, it counts. And this is all because of the 20th anniversary event missions that were just released. Although I think they'll be around all year. I don't know if there's confirmation of that. At least I'm not sure. I don't know if it says so in the wiki, but it seems like they'll be around. Alright, I have the ruby key. That is still closed. Am I doing something wrong? I must be. Sapphire chest. I don't have the right key for that. Why am I not getting this? These doors unlock, right? Nothing there. I might have to look up the wiki. Alright. One sec. Alright. Upon completing the trial, the door of divinity will open. Okay, so I start with what trial? Trial of Eternity. That's the one in the center, right? Trial of Eternity. There are 6 guardians. Well, Eternity. Yeah, so it's saying I should be able to go through the center path here, but why am I not able to? Okay, so I completed the Trial of Eternity, right? Defeat the Guardians, complete the Trial of Eternity. Okay. Upon completing the trial, okay. Trial of Divinity will open. I was wrong. So those people over by the that row of people over there by the wall, I do have to talk to them. Sheesh, I do not remember that at all. I'm much better at farming than doing missions. Already spent 15 minutes here. Alright, Divine Guardian 1. What is the trial thing? Alright. Blades Balthazar? Correct. Okay. Yeah. Grip is fruit. Okay, that's easy. That's strength. Correct. I am both the mask. Truth conceals. Sure. I am the will. Oh, that's this guy, Melindrew. And the last one. Abaddon? The Marganite served me? Huh, wow. First time. Goran must survive. Okay, that's 2. I'm assuming... this third door will open. What is going on here? There we go. Ah, damn. We got hit. Did you drop any of the new items yet? Yes, I have, actually. I did the, a chance encounter farm in factions, and I got... Yay, it did open. and I got maybe 5 or 6 of the new items so far. It can't really so someone messaged me on Discord saying that they think they're recognizing that the weapons seem to drop in different regions of a campaign, like certain skins, and they were asking if I wanted to be involved with like doing some testing. I don't really have a lot of time for it at the moment, but I know there are a few skins that drop only in certain campaigns. Is there another roaring ether? There is. PI the roaring. Let's see. Looks like he's interrupted a lot. Okay, cool. But they do seem pretty difficult to get. Like, I've been doing these missions through prophecies and factions, and I think I've gotten a fair amount of gold drops throughout, but I have not seen one of the new weapons yet. At least not in the missions. I've done it a little bit by farming, but it took a while to get them. Oh, 34 piles of glittering dust. That's a lot. Guess I need these crystal keys. Ooh. Birthday cupcake. There's the ruby chest back there. And there's the sapphire key. Yeah, the Japan anniversary shield. It's pretty interesting. Some people say it's ugly. I get it. But I think it's pretty cool. The Japanese kanji on there. Okay, 2 of 3 treasures found. Do I need to do anything with this stuff? 7, 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay. So I'm looking at the wiki now on my left screen here. The puzzle itself involves 2 crystal keys, 4 obelisks numbered 2, 3, 5, and 7. The first 4 prime numbers, and 6 pedestals numbered 6, 10, 14, 15, 21, and 35. Your objective is to activate them using the keys. 2 of these pedestals whose numbers are divisible by the number on the obelisks. What? So, like, 21 is divisible by 7 and 3? Oh, I see. So 5 and 2 would be 10. Ah, okay. That's weird. I do not remember this at all. I might have done this mission with friends or something and they knew what was going on and they just did it. Because I do not remember this at all. Chest runs here and there, but no luck. Yeah, I heard some people online doing chest runs. I don't know if they got anything, though. I tried doing a chest run, and, I like doing that chest run right outside of Kaineg City to get Plagueborn items. I did that for maybe like 10 or 12 golds, just out of some pure boredom. I don't really like doing chest runs that often. But, I didn't get anything unique. I did get a lot of Plagueborn stuff, but nothing good. Alright. Treasures found. This path is open. Alright. Guess I just gotta kill these things. Silver die. Alright. Jeez. That took longer than I had hoped.
Princess, your people need you.
Go away. We're safe here.
Where did my
What good is
string go?
security when your people...
There it is. Alright, can get rid of Margaret. I believe the court is next. And who do I need to bring for this? Talcora, the other monk. What build do I have on you? Another healing burst thing. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it should be alright. So in that case, I don't need to bring my healing ritualist. I would hope not. And then I could bring my other mesmer. Where is he? There he is. Alright. Pretty sure I remember how to do this one. Just attack the different sides. And I do have my Lightbringer thing on. So that should make this much easier. If I don't lose the altar straight up. Where is Olivia? What is she doing? It's my bit. Blazing Wing Wand. Alright. See if we could capture this. Let's see if I got one of those good mods on it. Nope. 19% aptitude, not attitude. That ain't bad. Alright, one of 3 rifts captured. Let's go over and knock out this one. Okay. Blasphemy is in the center here. Torment Claw. Just PI'd him to death. Alright, captured another one. And easy day. Usually run Shadow's Passage. There's chance for 2 chests. 1 afflicted and 1 regular. Ah. Do you have to have missions up for that or something? Or is it a just normal for the chest run? Stand near a rift to clean. Well, yeah, I just did that. Okay, there we go. I was like, hello, didn't we finish the mission here? Alright, what is next on the list? Jennur's Horde. Where is that one? We're here. Don't need Telcano anymore. Where's the quest guy? There he is. Whom do you need? Costs. Okay, let's kick that one Mesmer. Add costs, and then I'll add my healing writ back in there. I don't like the order. I'll just reset it here. You, and then my healing healing necro, not ritualist. Then my ST writ. Mesmer 1. Mesmer 2. Mesmer 3, and then costs. And sure. He's holding a sword, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I remember this one being difficult. Supposed to be doing something here. Yeah. I gotta talk to a guy, do a thing. What's that? Yeah, that thing. Yeah. Whoopsie. Another essence and an armor. Do a cupcake as well. say, I don't think I saw that spawn there before. There's the other one. Alright. Harbinger done. Where is he? Kill these things over here. Back there. There's a crevice there. I guess we'll go after this guy. I was gonna say, aren't there groups that are supposed to run out? Yeah, I have to save them, right? Yeah, catch them. Bowmaster made it through. Stop it. Leave him alone. Oops. Take this light thing. And then I guess I go here. More of them spawning over here. Those guys are dead. Spawn your thingy. There we go. There's some more. Are those guys gonna come down now? I guess I need to bring a fuel bomb to kill that thing. Take this. guess he needs a third. You guys all stay back there. Alright. Oh, that was the mission? I thought there were more. Okay. I'm fine with that. Completed in the book, right? Yeah. It's in the book. Alright. And we got a gold armor piece from that. Motivation. Not worth anything. Ooh, energy and health rune. I will take those. Ah, and an energy rune. But I think that Brawler's insignia is worth something too, but I missed it. All well. Get that up there. Dervish rune. Or tome. And then all of that is garbage. Sell to the weapons person, right? Yeah. Whatever. Don't need that. Okay. Who is next? Nundu Bay. Kinda remember this one. This is where you just hold the fort, right? If I'm not mistaken, I need that dervish guy here too. Kamu? Or no. This person? Darkness, yeah, Milani. Yep. Alright, what do I have on her? A Death's Charge Voss build. Interesting. I mean, I guess that works. Except she doesn't have a scythe. We'll just give her a scythe. Alright. Nundu Bay. So I basically just camp out here. Having the Lightbringer title really does help. Alright. Protect. See if we could just kill these things a bit early. Yeah, I need this. We'll get rid of that. Need to cast that on the Harbingers. And it looks like we got some seers and people coming. And they're coming from the other side too. Alright, we'll head that way. Yeah, I'm just trying to kill the groups like right outside the door. Makes it be a bit easier. So if I remember right, we just sit tight here. Different groups will come in through these 3 different ways, these three different doors. And I believe the last wave, there's going to be a boss in it. And once that wave comes, we kill it, we can proceed forward and finish. Oh. Is that it? Is that him? I thought Harbingers were supposed to come. Or no, they're at the back. Southwest there. Oh wait, last is that will be a delight. Ah, okay, yep. Here they come. Oh, lockpick. Didn't even see that. Yeah, I was gonna say, that priest coming that early, I feel like there's more than that. Party beacon. Oh, wow, a party beacon. I forgot those even dropped during the anniversary events. Yeah, I get some party points. Alright, another Harbinger's coming. distracted by a birthday cupcake. Yeah, I do like cupcakes. I mean, just the increased movement speed on it is amazing. There's a lot of dungeon runs that you can do with an assassin. Many of which you don't even need pecans, but some you need, at a minimum, a cupcake to do. And I have videos on those as well. Hey, TJ. Ah, was that the last one? Do I move forward now? That might have been the last one. Keep an eye on my mini-map in case one comes, but I don't think it is. I think that was it. I guess we'll find out. Any chance of you helping us that have no friends help complete some of these? I mean, maybe I can help. I would just recommend getting into a guild. All you have to do is go into Commodon, and in the all chat, just say you're looking to join a guild, and I'm sure you'll get a bunch of messages. And there's always people in the guilds and alliances that are willing and able to help with whatever you're struggling with. But you know, you don't need to do these missions with people. If you want, you could just run heroes or even henchmen. Although henchmen would be really difficult in hard mode. I know the bonus things are over here, but I'm going for storybooks, so we're just doing the main mission here. Oh yeah, purified water. PayPal entry free? Hey, what the heck are you talking about? You don't have to pay people. Ah, the mini panda. Yeah, that's also a good point. The Zacian missions, every day they rotate, and they're all missions that are part of the storybooks. I mean, it would take you a long time if you just wait for the missions to rotate through and only do the Zacian missions, but I guess that's a way to do it. Okay. What is the next mission on here? Gate of Desolation. That's the one with the sandworms, right? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna have to pop a concept for this one. Do I need to bring anyone fancy? Shadow Hoof. What are you running again? The air one. And you have my air staff, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, the ones for deep and ergos, you just have to get with a guild who does the runs, or an alliance that does the runs. Do I have to wait and talk with you, or can I just go? There we go. Silence. Stupid. Yeah, I mean, if you're having difficulty with a mission, you could also just stand in Abaddon if you don't want to join a guild or alliance, and just chat to everyone saying you need help with something. But for ergos and deep, if you're trying to do those, it's really just best to join a guild or alliance that does speed clears a lot. And then, you could also go onto Discord and get into a bunch of groups on there. Because really the only way to clear the elite missions is with a team of real people. You can do it with heroes, but it would take a really, really long time. But even then, there's a high chance of failure because there's just some things where you need real people to, like, do the specific things. Otherwise, you could fail the mission. What the heck? Oh, they went out into the bullshit. Come on. Come on. Get up. Why is Zandra being stupid? Jeez. Why is Zandra, like, glitched out there? Run. Move, Zandra. Thing is glitched. Alright, that's stupid. Not dealing with that. Wasting essence and an armor on that. I guess I have to flag them so they don't go into the sulfur stuff. Because for whatever reason, Zandra ran into the sulfur, and that was my ST ritualist. So with every hit, we take like 300 damage. You run on your own? Yeah, you do. Okay. Everyone's just gonna be flagged up here on the hill. You know what? We'll put Livia a little bit farther back. There's no need for you to get in there. Spreading my heroes out a bit. Yeah, because once you go out into the sulfur, I guess it just deals a bunch of damage to you. And Zandra last time was just getting stuck out there. Because the stupid AI just was being stupid. There's the queen. Where'd you come from? Alright, that was annoying. All the Vow of Silences. Yeah, I couldn't map all my heroes. For me, it's in my F keys, like F8, or sorry, F5 through 11, I believe. I never really use them though. I usually just use the flags. My first three heroes are sort of like my healing and my BIP, healing, and then an ST. So if I flag them just a little bit separate from my damage dealers, it should be enough. Yeah, Rune of Superior Vigor on your heroes. Yeah, no, I don't do that. I think I just have a 41 on them. Yeah, the plus 41 health. So it's not even like the full one. I mean, what's 9 health going to do for you? I'd rather just save the 70k or whatever it is now. Yeah, I knew about it, or I knew it was possible. Why aren't they attacking me? I knew it was possible, but I don't usually use it. Like if you watched the stream yesterday, I was doing the Eternal Grove quest, and that one you definitely need to flag heroes with. And I had to go into my settings, options, settings, control, and then look at the actions here to figure out what it was for all of them. Alright, now the friggin' worm stuff. You know what? We're gonna do those. I hate the worms. Where are you taking us? You're gonna make us do multiple groups at once, are you? Heal up. Run through. All right. Also have the big green thing from being a worm. Guess it kind of glitched. Yep, there we go. It's gone now. Let's see, can I avoid those guys? Looks like I can. What is that back there? Oh, just spirits. Worms. Just follow Palawa Joko. And then I guess I gotta fight these things. Die. 500 health, that one. There we go. We survived. Alright, where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, I hate this mission. I don't like being the worms. I mean, I guess it was cool. Because it's like the only... It's like a very unique game mechanic, but... I'd rather just plow through everything with mesmers. Alright, where'd he go? There he is. Okay, get some health. Surprised I haven't died yet. Guess it's because I put the armor and the essence on. And they keep her up too. Didn't realize that. Alright, where are you? Just see nothing on my screen but worms. Can I avoid these groups or do I have to fight them? Might be able to avoid. Yeah, made it through. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Finish that. Purple scythe. Another purple scythe. Nothing. Believe next would be, I guess, the ruins. Yeah. Okay, don't want Jed. Do I need a specific hero for this? Or is this where it stops? I forget. Captain Morgan. It's a Paragon guy, right? Oh, General Morgan. Never mind. General Morgan. Okay, so he has a runner build on him now. A Paragon BIP support? I don't remember this build. Yeah, I remember doing a Paragon Way team at one point. I'll just throw that on there. If you have UB, you could beat this UB. Why is that escaping me? It's UB. Alright, come on. Let's go. There we go. busing? Really? I'll have to look into that. Okay, so heroes go on the left side now. Where'd she go? Alright, kill these things, I guess. There's Commander Rush. No, where are you going? Get back here. I know there's a way to pull. There we go. Yeah, okay. No. Yep, just keep attacking her. Don't worry about the others. Why is my Mesmer running up like this? There we go. Asuran Blessing. Which one is that again? That's the bear one, right? Use all effects and take on the aspect of a bear. I mean, do you do it solo? Or you like do it with heroes? I've never really looked into these blessings. Yeah, with heroes. Yeah, because I know there's a way to basically run this with, I think it's 3 heroes, and then you don't need any skills at all, and you could run 4 other players. There's a team build for this, and I did make a video on it a while ago. It does require a little bit of setup, but you do what I just did, where you like flag your heroes in the on the back right and left sides. It's like the same mechanics. Alright, Gate of Pain is next. Gate of Pain. Yeah. Gate of Pain, Gate of Madness, and I guess Abaddon's Gate after, right? Yeah. I need Dunkoro for this one. Alright, Mozo, long time there's a class that could do it all, looking to come back and enjoying the content, by the way. Yeah, thank you. But just not sure where to begin. Okay, so you're looking for recommendation as a class that can do it all. Well, they can all do it all. So, I'm assuming you have all 3 campaigns. Honestly, it all depends on what kind of play style you like. If you want something that's kinda generic, really good at like spiking groups of enemies, there's the Dervish. That one's pretty fun, and it's also used in a few speed clears. So you can just hop into a few speed clears and just spike away. And those rolls that require dervish are typically not that difficult. You just, someone will ball up a group of things, you jump in and spike it, and everything dies instantly. And if you like farming and that kind of thing, Ritualist is pretty good, as TJ is saying. The Signet of Spirits build is a pretty good solo build. Can't really take on a bunch of enemies at once, but there's a lot of different areas all over the place where it can farm solo without any heroes. And I've said this many times, but Ritualist was my first character way back in the day, so I'm kind of biased towards it. And then Mesmer is also really good, but it's kind of hard to start one in Prophecies. Well, it's hard to start really in general. It's more of a you don't really get the elite skills until later in the game. The good elite skills. But it all depends on your playstyle, because each character, each profession is a bit different. Necromancer is a lot of fun. You can just be a minion master and do nothing but spawn minions. Ooh, just got spiked there. And then just have, you know, like a dozen minions in addition to your team heroes just run around dealing damage. Those are always fun. Yeah. I forget, do I have to go this way? I think I just go over here. Maybe not. Nope. Yeah, no, it's this way. I forgot. Yeah, but if I guess I can recommend to stay away from the monk as a first timer. Monks are used in very specific cases in speed clears, and they're not that great in PvE, like trying to go through the game. We were talking about this yesterday, where, ooh, jeez. Got spiked there by these things. They're not really great until you get the PvE skills from Eye of the North. But even then, you're relying on those Eye of the North skills, not necessarily the monk skills, just to deal damage. Oh yeah, oh geez, I'm forgetting about Assassin. Assassin's really fun too, just a dagger spammer, and that also goes for the ranger. You could be a dagger spammer ranger, or you can just do a barrage ranger with a pet. And pet farming is pretty cool too. You could have a pet with them. Yeah, all the professions are fun in their own way. Even monk, even though I don't recommend that. Monks used to be a lot of fun. Back in the day when you could do 600 HP farms, but those are nerfed as of like 10 years ago. But there's also 55 HP farming, which is possible on a monk. Monk, Necro, Ritualist, and Mesmer are the main builds, or main professions that you could do the 55 HP farming on. But that's not until, like, a later game kind of thing. But if you just want to play through PvE, a Dervish or Assassin are really good choices. Mesmers are good, but they'll be difficult in the beginning because they're very squishy. And you don't get access to the good elite skills until later in the game. And yeah, Ranger is a good option as well. Yeah. Claimed every animal in the game and got them all to level 20. Wow. Okay. The traditional way? Or did you do the death leveling method? Where you could get it to level 20 in about 15 minutes or so. Yes, I did do a video on it. Yep. Yeah, 2 Mesmers. And they basically just keep resurrecting you, and you follow the pet you're trying to capture. And before it's even tamed, it gets up to level 20, and then you just tame it. Yeah, there's a method on it. It's kind of difficult to explain just by words. So if you are interested in leveling up your pet really easy, really fast, just look up death leveling for a pet in Guild Wars, and I'm pretty sure my video pops up still on that. Why is this guy? There we go. How many years ago was that? It doesn't feel like it's been years ago, but I guess it has been a long time. Maybe like 2 or 3 years? Am I forgetting one over here? I guess there is one. But yeah, it's still relevant, even though it's a few years old. They don't push updates that change builds or game mechanics or anything like that. The last update that changed anything to do with skills was at least 10 years ago, I think right before Guild Wars 2 came out. Am I forgetting a soul or something? And so anyway, if you see a video on YouTube about how to do something and it's younger than 7 to 8 years old, maybe even 10 years, it's still relevant. Oh boy. I'm not gonna get spiked here, am I? be in trouble here. Yep, I'm in trouble. Yep, I'm in trouble. Just gotta watch it. Yeah, I overpulled. Wasting all these scrolls on heroes. Come on. Okay. Oh, did I not go to the right far enough? Was there another... Oh, I had to go up. Okay, I had to go up into here. Okay, I didn't go up far enough. Oops. Yeah, I thought something was strange. Oh geez, that video was 2021? It doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Rain of, yeah. There we go. Yep, I missed one. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Stop it. There we go. Okay, get this guy down here. And, yeah. Run across here. Oh, that was it.
Thank you.
Alright. So now it is... That was Gate of Pain, right? Now it's Gate of Madness. Next. Yeah. Runic Oracle. Okay. Kick Dunkuro. Who do I need for this one? Oh. I guess I have them already. Alright. Let me add my other Mesmer. There we go. Alright, full party now. Actually, how full is my inventory? Pretty full. Alright, let me sell all this crap first. Where is the merchant? Merchant. Alright. We should be on the second to last mission here. Yep, second to last mission. Almost done with Nightfall. Oh yeah, this is also the mission that you could farm the Survivor title. I can never figure it out though. Where you basically come in with a certain team of heroes and then you flag the heroes in specific places. And you can just walk away from your computer for an hour or two or a few hours. And you come back and you'll have the Survivor title. It takes a lot of prep work, though. I've tried it many times way back in the day, but I just could not figure it out. Like, I was intending on making a video on it, but since I couldn't figure it out, I just sort of gave up. It didn't seem like, not stable. Reliable. Abominations. These things are annoying just because they spawn the titans and then the beetle things. And then they cripple you. Yeah, it's all about hero placement and then the builds that your heroes are running. There's a technique to it for sure. Oven shield. Oh, that thing. These things are going to come up behind me, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Alright. I know there's more of those things that spawn up here. So I don't want to push too far. And it looks like we missed that group, so... Libya's taking some damage up here. What are you up to? Ooh, another dervish tome. Those are the rarest of the tomes. So I don't think there's any groups of farmable dervishes. At least none that I'm aware of. Most of my farm videos are focused in factions or Nightfall because of the old school drops, unless I'm looking for something very specific from Nightfall. So maybe I'm just not aware of a group of things that are farmable. Of dervishes. What hero way am I using? It's a pretty typical BIP Necro. So blood is power, and then ritualist healing spells, and then a necromancer with a bunch of healing spells from the ritualist. But I use icy veins instead of whatever that restoration skill is. Whatever. Yeah, genre's weapon. And then a typical ST ritualist. Whoops. There we go. An ST ritualist, and then 4 mesmers. So 2 domination mesmers, and then an illusion magic mesmer. Kill these things. And then my last mesmer is a panic mesmer, kind of a mix of domination and illusion magic. So a lot of interrupts, a lot of caster damage. And with me being a ritualist, Signet is spirits, spirit spammer. This 4th mesmer is kind of an optional slot. You could take like a minion master or something like that. It all depends, but I just stick with the mesmers. But to get 4 mesmers, you need a mercenary. What am I getting spiked by? Why do I not have heroes or spirits? Sandra died. No necros? Yeah, I have 2 necros. Blood is power necro, and then a healing necro. And the whole reason for that, as you may know, is because of the soul reaping attribute. It's a really great energy management. So each time an enemy dies within your aggro range, you get a certain amount of energy back, up to a certain amount for every like 30 seconds or something. I forget what it is exactly. So your healers will almost never run out of energy, and then your BIP is just spamming blood is power to give energy regeneration to everyone who is holding a caster weapon. That's why they won't use BIP on a warrior or an assassin or anything like that unless you switch to a staff. So you could use that mechanic to your advantage, but I don't really play around with it. Alright. One more rift. Oh, come on. Interrupt my SOS. What armor did I get? Marksmanship, and it's worthless. Yeah, well, this is a Mesmer Way hero team build. So it's focused around the 3 or 4 Mesmers. Alright, now into the last part of the mission. What did I get here? 2 leadership. Nothing. Alright, I kind of just remember going into each of the rooms and dealing with the big guys last. Everyone come up here. Oh yeah, as you capture the shrines, you get different bonuses and stuff. Alright. Everyone run. We're going over here. Who's stuck? Norgu, come on. Come on, guy. You're trying. And the good thing about Signet of Spirits is that you could just block the big guys. Alright, gonna capture this shrine. If you use a spawning power flat bow, you can guarantee the healers get bipped from the necro. Maybe. Really love your content. Yeah, no, thank you. We worked that scheme when I was a kid, but no one really liked it. Well, that's sad. It's a great game. I mean, my friend from when I was little got me into this game. He and his brother. Alright, gonna head up this way. Just ignore all that and get up here. Yeah, so I went over to their house one day and they were playing this game and I was watching them play a bit. Or I was watching my friend's brother play and it seemed really interesting. And took a year or two, but I eventually got it. And by then, I want to say it was 2010-ish. I don't think I need to get all of these shrines, but I'll get them anyway. And that was just before Guild Wars 2 came out. Maybe not this one. Let's go to this one. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I wasn't expecting the channel to turn out into what it did, what it's turned into. So I'm pretty happy. The goal was to make a library of all the possible farms out there that I could just use to, look up as like a dictionary. And sharing it, and kind of, this is what it is. Alright. I'm just collecting all the avatars. Doesn't really... I'm sure I could kill them now if I wanted to, but might as well at this point. The boss guys are stuck back there at one of the other shrines. Oops. Capturing the shrine. Alright. We got everything. Should be able to kill these guys really quick. Where'd they go? Shiro and the Lich. PI Shiro. Shiro's probably the more annoying one. Let's go after him first, I guess. Oh, Norgu died. Oh, hello. Yeah, PI is OP. You saw that. Pain Inverter just completely spiked him. As he tried to do AoE damage on all my spirits. Then the Lich is easy. Alright. Abaddon's Gate. The final mission. Go over to the merchant real quick. Alright. Sell those few things, and then... where's the person? There it is. Yeah, and Abaddon's Gate is another one of those missions that you could do really quickly to get Proofs of Legend. Don't need the cinematic. Let's go. Yeah, this is another Zation mission. That is pretty common. What are you guys doing all the way back there? Okay. Don't know why my heroes were so far behind me. Get a PI on Abaddon. Yeah. You saw those 112s doing a bunch of damage to him. Oh, we're getting about half of his health gone. Jeez. Alright. I don't know if we could do this in 2 rounds, but it's probably going to be 3. Alright, those are dead. Torment Claw. And then we got these guys. Alright, when Abaddon comes up, I'm going to PI him. Pain Inverter. How much damage is that going to do now? Ah, I must have missed. Okay. It's going to require a third round of this. I don't think I'm gonna, yeah, definitely a third. Those. And then the Graven Monoliths. And then Abaddon is last. We got knocked over already. Okay, Pain Inverter won't do anything. Okay. Maybe it would have. We got this. Easy day. Nightfall is finished.
Abaddon is breaking up!
Incredible! All that knowledge!
It's running wild! It will destroy everything!
And into the Throne of Secrets. Final chamber. Alright. We finished the book. Right? Yep, nope, we definitely finished the book. Alright, so that is the Flameseeker Prophecies, which is all of the Prophecies campaign missions done in hard mode. Shiro's Return, so all the missions from factions, and then we just finished all the missions from Nightfall. So we are done with those 3 books. So the remaining 3 books, Young Heroes of Tyria, I believe these are the mini missions that you do before, like the main storylines in each of the campaigns, and then you also have the Heroes Handbook, which is the that's Heroes Handbook is Eye of the North. So I guess this one would be next. So these are automatically filled in, I believe, because we completed the main story. Yeah, Against the Destroyers, Northern Allies, Knowledge but Sure. Those are like the main storylines. Oh, Young Heroes is all the Prophecies missions. Ah, okay. Yeah, those are the old ones. Yeah, I'd have to go back and do those. And then the Master Dungeon Guide. So, I have this book on my Ritualist right now, but my thought was to do the Master Dungeon Guide on my Assassin, since most of these dungeons can be soloed with an Assassin. I shouldn't say most. Some of them can be soloed with an Assassin. Others, speed clears are sometimes run with Assassins and sometimes Dervishes. In here, so I should be able to complete a bunch of them and then any others that are left, Assassin is one of those good PvE professions as well. You could just dagger spam everything and deal a lot of damage. So that's my plan for the Master Dungeon Guide. Probably do that on the Assassin. And then these other two I'm gonna do on my Ritualist, because like I said before, the Ritualist is my favorite profession only because I'm biased towards it. It was my first profession way back in the day when I first got the game. So I started out in factions. And I really chose the Ritualist at my friend's suggestion. I had no idea what character to pick, and he said, oh, you might like Ritualist. So I went with Ritualist, and I stuck with it. Alright, speaking of which, if you only had prophecies, which new decade weapon would you get? Assuming you already have anniversary, etc. Let's see. Well, let's go take a look at the decade weapons. How much gold do we have? 33k from all those missions. Not bad. Take it. Speaking of money, how much are ectos worth right now? $3.1k. Ooh. I'm a buyer. Yeah, ectos are so cheap right now. Because everyone is selling them to get gold for the 9 rings. I'll take 10 ecto for all those runs. Don't need that anymore. 2 dervish tones. Where's my party beacons? In there. Yeah, I need to reorganize my stuff in here. We're going to the decade weapons. Just one sec. 700 gold. Those are not worth much. Okay. Over to the decade weapons. The anniversary weaponsmith. Okay, so these first 10 are the new decade weapons that came out with the 20th anniversary update. Everything else came out with the 15th anniversary update. If we're just talking decade weapons, you said only prophecies? So you got the sword. I mean, they're all pretty much the same, I think, right? Yeah, they're all pretty much the same. Just like very generic. If you had Assassin, these decade daggers are pretty cool. The high noons. But if you want like the anniversary anniversary weapons, the Mesmer shield is really good. Especially if you're doing speed clears or certain farms, things like that, because it requires the fast casting, so you get that armor boost. There's also the hammer, which requires 9 divine favor, and if you go to my monk real quick. Reload monk. What is it? Gates of Kryta. Yeah. And then if I do... Where'd the hammer go? There he is. Yeah, so if you use the hammer, it deals holy damage and requires 9 divine favor. And you can make it zealous, put, you know, some damage modifiers on it. And using the 15th anniversary skill, Judgment Strike, it's a melee attack. Along with Crude Swing and Whirlwind attack, you could just like go and like spike enemy groups. It won't deal a lot of damage. It's like nothing compared to a dervish or a warrior, but it's still pretty fun. And since it deals holy damage, you deal double damage to the what's that group of enemies called? Like those skeleton people. Like the whole Gates of Kryta mission, and then they're in the Bergen Hot Springs area, Cursed Lands, Black Curtain in there. Yes, this is the 55 variant, right? Yeah. Or no? Forget, do I run this on full health? I think I go protection. Maybe not. It's been a while. Let me just try it with this. Nope, not that one. That one. All right. So I'm just going to do a quick little farm. I think I got this set up right. It's just my normal armor. Don't remember it being a 55 armor build though. Or maybe it was. You know, it's got to be. The low HP build. Yeah, no, it's got to be. Yep, low HP. So just gonna grab these things. If I don't get stuck. Always keep the shield up, and then you just whirl these things around with a hammer. Look at all that damage. And then as you kill these things, more will spawn in. Ooh, almost died there. Yeah, Judgment Strike is pretty cool. Oop. Don't want to die. It feels kind of slow compared to other builds. But there we go. Yeah, so you could do this to farm bones. Oops. Bones and some old school golds and things like that. Okay, so got all these things chasing me now. And then just go in and kill the warlocks. And I just have to be careful because these things, they do that skill where they explode. Yeah, that skill. So you always have to have your shield up. And there you go. So you just farm this little area over and over again. I just used a Paragon to run here really quick. It's not required. Just throw a make haste on you so you could run here really fast, and that's it. So I'm sure you could use something like this in PvE, but it's really slow. The hammer just attacks slow. That's fun. Let's see. Forget what other weapons there are. Elementalist axe. I don't remember that being used that much. Flat bow. The daggers could be used with the Paragon. With the, well, yeah, you don't have to use the daggers, though. There is the Anniversary Scythe. Oh, sorry, TJ, I'm just seeing your comments now. The new Decade weapons. Yeah, no, I've talked about these new Decade weapons for a few days straight. Yeah, each of these new Decade weapons, they have the +5 attributes. That's that new mod that came out with the Anniversary update. So each of these weapons give you +5 in the inherent attribute of your primary profession. So for Ritualist, that would be spawning power. For Ranger, your secondary profession, that would be expertise. Which normally, you have your primary and secondary profession. You don't have access to the secondary profession's inherent attribute. So you wouldn't get expertise here. So just an example, the Decade weapon for a Ritualist here gives you Divine Favor. So like if I had Monk as my secondary profession, whoops, wrong one, Monk, like see no Divine Favor. But then if I equip this, I get access to that Divine Favor primary attribute. So this can be used, I'm sure, all over the place. Mainly the Soul Reaping primary attribute. Imagine you have your Mesmers, right, with a Soul Reaping mod on the wand. It would have to take up the have skill recharge of domination magic spells by 21%. By 20%, I mean. Or 20% chance. Sorry. But you gain the effect of the Mesmers gaining energy whenever an enemy dies. So the Mesmers will have better energy management, and it would reduce the amount of work that the BIP has to do. You could also put on the Necros fast casting. So you could have a fast casting mod along with a build similar to this to heal everything, where everything recharges 21% faster, if I remember right, with the +5 fast casting. And, Necromancers already have access to Soul Reaping, which is the main reason you use a Necromancer as your healer, so it always maintains its energy. And then same with the BIP as well. In my case, Livia. So you could put fast casting on them. You could also put fast casting on an Elementalist. Just use a random Elementalist. Oops. Different Elementalist. Yeah, so you could also use fast casting on an Elementalist. One of their weaknesses is the casting times and recharge times. So fast casting would help them out as well. I guess you could also put Mesmer skills on the Elementalist or a Necro and get access to that fast casting, but I don't really know how good that would be. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities that open up now with these. And I'm sure it's going to make some things more optimal in speed clears, where you have access to these, these different primary attributes. I guess the critical strikes one is another one we could talk about too. So like if you have a dagger spammer, I'm just gonna choose any of these guys. Yeah, like if you have a dagger spammer and well, bad example. Do ranger. Like if you have a ranger that holds daggers, it already has expertise, but you could give it critical strikes, so it has the let me go my ranger builds real quick. Yeah. So if you have a build like this on a ranger, it already has expertise where you could use expert's dexterity, where you attack 33% faster. You would also get more energy management with critical strikes, because you gain 1 energy with at 3 ranks and above. So you get 1 energy for each critical hit. And then you also have an additional, 5% chance of a critical hit. So you would also get access to the PvE skills, or better usage out of the PvE skills for Dagger Spammer. Do I have it on my ritualist? I don't think I do. Oh, Assassin. Yeah. Critical agility. Where each time you get a critical strike, it recharges. So it would last for 9 seconds, where you also attack 33% faster and you get 25% armor renewal. So now this skill is viable on other professions, not just rangers, if you have daggers with the critical strikes mod on them. The downside to that, though, is on daggers, it would take up the enchantments last 20% longer mod slot. So there's a bunch of things that these mods open up. Oh, another good one. On a necromancer, let me see here. I think you. So the ritualist primary attribute is spawning power. And with spawning power, the creatures you create with it have 4% more health. So your spirits have 4% more health for each rank of spawning power, which is why your spirits can last so long on a ritualist and not really that well on any other profession. Necromancer, if you run a minion master build, so if you create minions and stuff, if you were to have a spawning power primary attribute, 5 points towards that on a necromancer, your minions would have 20% more health. So your minions would be more powerful and would last longer. So that's another pretty cool PvE option. So actually, yeah, so I have a spawning power sword mod. I wish I had a wand one where I could just dump it on there. But let's see what hammer. There's a sword. I'm not writing over anything, right? Yeah. Just do this for laughs. So I'll put a sword on a necromancer just to show the spawning power mod. And see that? Now the necromancer, the minion master, has 5 spawning power. So these guys will have 20% more health. And minion masters are pretty fun to play as in PvE as well. We were talking about professions earlier. Do I have a... I do, a perfect salvage kit. Just pull that off of there. Put that back on costs, and we're back to normal. So yeah, the Anniversary Weaponsmith, they're pretty cool. Now this is something that is only available during the anniversaries. So if you haven't started the anniversary trek yet, I would first start off getting the Proof of Triumph. This will give you access to capturing those 10 elite skills that came out during the 15th anniversary update. The Ritualist skill is the, what's it called? This guy, Weapons of Three Forges. And, you know, there's a skill for each profession, and you need this in your inventory to get them. You don't have to capture those skills during the anniversary event, but the only way to get the Proof of Triumph is during the anniversary event. So you could just get it now and then just capture the skills later. Otherwise, you would have to get someone in your party with a Proof of Triumph with them. Then you could, you know, after you get your Proof of Triumph, then I would focus on getting the other anniversary weapons. And then with the 20th anniversary update, you know, we were just completing the missions given by this person. You know, half of these missions are to complete the storybooks for each of the campaigns, and as you complete each of these missions, let's see here, you know, like factions will give you the miniature panda. Nightfall will give you the broken toy, which is to get the Great Giant, I believe. Yeah. Prophecies, you'll get the miniature Grawl, and then, you know, you have all these, the rest of the missions are for the elite dungeons in the game. So your Urgo's Warren, Deep, the Underworld, Fissure of Woe, Sorrow's Furnace. Ooh, I haven't done that one in a long time. Yeah, Sorrow's Furnace might be difficult. It's not really worth it to speed clear that anymore. Back in the early days, that was run a lot, I believe, just to get the green items, because those were kind of the meta back then. Domain of Anguish, that you should only do in a speed clear format. And then the dungeons, those are all the dungeons in the Eye of the North. Yeah, so that's the question I have. So these missions were released as part of the anniversary update. I'm not sure if these missions will be available after the anniversary event. I'm pretty sure they will be, though. I'm not 100% though. So just in case, I picked up all of these missions on all of my characters. You know, just in case. And I got with a team earlier this week to do the Deep speed clear, because there was a group forming, and I was Bonder during that, so I got the mini Kanoxai by doing that mission. So got my little mini guy, and he's in the chest. Where'd you go? There he is. Yeah, this thing used to be so super rare. I think there were only like 100 and something of them ever released. Maybe even less than that. So I mean, you'd like have to trade your soul to get one of these, if you could even find one. And that goes for all of these miniatures, actually. The only differences between these is that they cannot be traded or sold, whereas the originals still can be. So, yep. So tonight, we finished up the Nightfall's storybook, and I guess next up is the Hero's Handbook, which are all the Eye of the North missions. So it's a Sunday night, and it's getting late. I have work tomorrow. I'll probably start these next weekend, and I'll stream then. But I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in over the weekend to watch the stream. I just started this streaming thing, so I apologize if the quality is kind of bad and for any technical glitches that come up. But anyway, thank you for coming, and I'll close it off just like I always do. Good luck, have fun, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.